When you've been on morning television for more than 2 decades, you learn that nothing riles up the audience quite like honesty. And Kelly Ripa, never one to shy away from candor, recently proved that she's still got the sharp tongue, quick wit, and unapologetic spirit that made her a daytime staple in the first place. The firestorm began innocently enough during a casual conversation on Live with Kelly and Mark. The topic meandered, as it often does on live TV, from school schedules to weekend routines to, of all things, Kelly's bra. The 53-year-old host, effortlessly glamorous yet disarmingly relatable, admitted she was experimenting with a new style of undergarment. It's one of those things where you don't know whether it's helping you, hurting you, or just making you cranky. She laughed, tugging at her blazer playfully. The studio audience chuckled. Her husband and co-host, Mark Consuelos, smirked knowingly. But some viewers at home weren't laughing. Within minutes, social media lit up with criticism. Why is Kelly talking about her bra again? This isn't appropriate for morning TV. We don't need intimate details over breakfast. Kelly, however, wasn't about to let that slide. The next day, she came armed with what could only be described as righteous sass. The on-air clapback. Apparently, she began, eyebrows arched as she adjusted her cue cards. A few people were offended yesterday because I mentioned my bra. My bra. The thing that, spoiler alert, half the population wears. She tapped her desk dramatically. To those viewers, I have one simple message. Don't care if you're offended. Shut it. The audience roared with applause, some standing to cheer. Mark, leaning back in his chair, looked both proud and slightly terrified, as though his wife had just armed herself with a verbal flamethrower. Kelly wasn't finished. She leaned into the camera, eyes glinting. Listen, I've been on this show since 2001. If you think I'm going to stop talking about the everyday things women actually deal with, bras, hot flashes, teenage drama, you name it, then you've been watching the wrong program for 23 years. That was the mic drop moment. The clip, predictably, went viral. Within hours, hashtags like #Bragate and #KellyClapback trended across Twitter and Instagram. Some fans hailed her as a feminist hero for refusing to apologize for speaking candidly about her body. Others clutched their pearls harder than ever. Why Kelly's bra talk hit a nerve? The whole dust-up raises an interesting question. Why does a simple mention of a bra unsettle people? Morning television has long been a delicate balance of breezy small talk and safe family entertainment. But Kelly's strength has always been her ability to push past that, to bring a sense of intimacy to viewers sipping coffee in their kitchens. For years, she's talked about everything from pregnancy cravings to cosmetic mishaps. She once admitted she forgot deodorant on the way to the studio. Another time, she confessed to using her daughter's face cream without asking. In every case, the response has been divided. Half the audience relishes her openness, while the other half insists she's too much. But maybe that's the point. Kelly Ripa has never been bland, and bland doesn't last over 20 years in daytime TV. Mark Consuelos, the wingman. Throughout the drama, Mark Consuelos remained Kelly's steady anchor. On the episode following her clapback, he chimed in with his signature charm. You know, I've been married to Kelly for almost 30 years, he said with a grin. If you think I can stop her from talking about her bra, you don't understand how marriage works. The audience howled. Kelly shot him a mock glare. Oh, please, you love it when I overshare. Their playful banter reminded everyone why the husband and wife duo has been so magnetic since he joined her as co-host in 2023. For every moment Kelly goes bold, Mark balances with dry humor and affectionate grounding. The chemistry is undeniable, even when the subject matter is lingerie. The cultural conversation. Outside the studio, Kelly's comments sparked broader debates. Some media outlets praised her for destigmatizing women's experiences. Others wondered if she'd crossed a line for morning television. Editorials appeared with headlines like "Should bras be breakfast conversation?" and "Kelly Ripa's bra talk. Bold or bad taste?" Feminist columnists pointed out that men on television casually discuss their underwear. Boxers versus briefs jokes have been sitcom staples for decades, without backlash. Why, then, is a woman's bra suddenly scandalous? The double standard was impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, Kelly herself remained unfazed. On Instagram, she posted a selfie with the caption, "Spoiler alert, still wearing a bra.
Still talking about it.
Hashtag sorry not sorry." The photo amassed nearly 500,000 likes within hours. A day in the life of Kelly Ripa. Part of what makes Kelly's commentary so compelling is that she embodies contradictions. She's a glamorous celebrity who still describes herself as a hot mess mom. She attends red carpets in couture gowns, then goes on live the next morning and jokes about losing her reading glasses in the fridge. Her openness about something as mundane as a bra reminds viewers that she's not untouchable. She's just like them, albeit with better lighting and a makeup team. It also highlights the absurdity of what we consider appropriate for public conversation. Kelly has said before that the show succeeds because it feels like a conversation between friends over coffee. And really, what friend hasn't griped about a too tight strap or a clasp that won't stay put? The takeaway. By telling offended viewers to shut it, Kelly Ripa drew a line in the sand. She's not here to sanitize her life for the sake of fragile sensibilities. She's here to connect, to laugh, to share, even when the subject is underwear. And maybe that's exactly what we need in a world where public figures often bend over backwards to avoid controversy. Kelly knows she can't please everyone, and she stopped trying. Instead, she leans into authenticity, bras and all. As she quipped at the end of her rant, "If me saying the word bra ruins your morning coffee, maybe switch to decaf."